folks. Section 8.5 is the area of a trapezoid. Now remember, we talked about this yesterday, that a parallelogram has two pairs of parallel sides. Right? The top and bottom are parallel, and the left and right are parallel. But in a trapezoid, they only have one pair of parallel sides. So when you look at this picture, it has those two sides are parallel, but the other two are not. Okay? Now, a trapezoid is a quadrilateral. That means it has four sides that has two opposite sides that are parallel, and that's what we've got here, right? This one is parallel to this one. All right? The parallel sides are called bases. Okay. Now, I usually call the top one base 1 and the bottom one base 2. Sometimes they're not on top and bottom, so you just have, I mean, it doesn't matter which one you make, base 1 or base 2. I usually do the top and the bottom. All right? Now, and then there's also the height that we'll need to know to find out the area of the trapezoid. The height, remember, is the straight distance between the two parallel sides. Okay? Now, this, definitely you have to have in your notes that a trapezoid is a quadrilateral that has one pair of parallel sides. That should be written in your notes already. Good. Okay? And the next thing that should be written in your notes is this formula down here for the area of a trapezoid. Sometimes we have to memorize things, and this is one of them. Okay? Now, the formula for the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times the sum of base 1 and base 2. We just add the two bases together. So it's 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times the height. Okay? Now, Lily, help me out with this one. I just threw in some numbers up here on this little example. I'm sorry, hang on. I'm sorry, Lou, what?
Is it plus or times B1 by 2?
That's a plus sign between the two. Yep, thanks, Lou. Okay, now Lily, let's use this formula, and let's find out what the area of this trapezoid is. What values do I know? Here, let me scoot this down just a bit so I can write out here to the side. Do I know what A is?
No.
No. Okay. How about this first bit? Yeah, it's already a value, isn't it? It's 1/2. Okay. Do I know base 1?
Yes.
Okay. It's 3. Do I know base 2?
Yes, it's 5.
9. I'm sorry. I know. It can look like a 5. All right. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Plus 9. All right. And then, do I know what the height is?
I think it's 4.
It is 4. Okay. Good. Now, what do you want to do first here? Exactly. I'm going to deal with I'm going to simplify everything in the parentheses first. Okay? So the area is equal to 1/2 times, what's that? 12 times 4. Now I'm just multiplying three things. Right? And what do I get when I multiply those three things? What's 1/2 times 12?
6.
Times 4? 24. Now I didn't give you any units in there, so we'll just use units. But what would it be? Units squared, because we're talking about area, right? Perfect, Lily. Nice job. Okay? All right. Now, let me scoot down here. Let's do this first example. Okay? Oh, too far. Who wants to help me on this first example? Peyton.
Okay.
What's the formula, Peyton?
A equals 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times height.
Perfect. Now, Peyton, using this, let's fill in the values that we know. Do we know what A is?
No.
No. Do we know this first value?
Yes.
It's a constant. It's always there. It never changes, right? It's just 1/2. Okay? What about base 1?
4.
All right, we'll go with 4. And what about base 2?
7.
All right, plus 7. And then what about the height?
6.
6. All right, good. Now, Gray has a question for me. Gray?
Do you divide by 1/2 or multiply by 1/2?
I'm going to multiply by 1/2, which is the same as dividing by 2, right? Okay, we're getting close to running out, so John D., you're going to help me here. Let's simplify. This is going to be 1/2, right? What's 4 plus 7?
4 plus 7 is 11.
It is. And then we've got 6. What would you like to multiply first, Bennett?
1/2 times 11, and that's 5.5.
Okay, times 6?
33.
Excellent. 30, oh, I don't need parentheses. 33 what?
Units squared.
33 centimeters squared.